welcome to NCW episode 13 of season 2. I am your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, Neo Extreme, and we are coming to you live from Uniondale, New York, with a stacked card for you guys here tonight. As always, we will be kicking things off with a Hardcore Championship Open Challenge. This time, the adorable one, Damian Rolando, will be challenging Malcolm Riley for the Hardcore title. Last week we saw Andy Cox try and fail. Week before we saw Wonder Kid try and fail. Can anyone stop the reign of Malcolm Riley? And then we move on to the final round, the number 1 contenders match for the 6-man tag team championships at NCW Invincible, where we will see the Kings of Darkness, Andy Reeves, Seth Goldman, and Trevor Lee White taking on Anarchy 5. That being Timothy Gates, Gavin Baker, and Matt Wilson, who will get the opportunity to step into the ring with Unstable, with the gold on the line. And then we move on to see Gutta return to NCW after the Elimination Chamber for the Undisputed title, as he will take on Kajiri. Both men will be in the 30-man Battle Royale, but this is more bragging rights than anything else. And then after his hellacious Hell in a Cell match, we will see the return of DJ Young with his new tag team partner, Tony Lee Williams, as they will take on the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Champion, Corvo Jack, who we haven't seen since he became number 1 contender. And he will be joined with his student Tizda. How will Corvo Jack stand in a ring with 2 NCW bona fide legends in the form of the multi-time light heavyweight / cruiserweight champion DJ Young and the multi-time world champion Tony Lee Williams? And then moving on, after Angel Ramirez has lost inside Hell in a Cell, he said he wanted to step up to take on the main event of NCW, take over the throne and become king. He starts tonight by going one-on-one with the number 1 contender for the NCW Undisputed Championship, Kazuchika Okada. And then we will see the return of Loki Suzuki. That's right. The Japanese star that represented World Elite is back to do what he does best. That's kick people in the head and tap them out. And his first victim will be Taylor Fisher. Taylor Fisher, of course, coming out of that Elimination Chamber for the Cruiserweight title. What's his mindset, knowing that was the biggest opportunity in his life? And then in our main event, we will see the aerial assassin Will Ospreay taking on Mr. 5 Stars, the undisputed champion Eddie Knight. Okada, of course, in his corner due to their connection of chaos, but Eddie Knight looking to show Okada, doesn't matter whether you're a cruiserweight or a heavyweight, no one can step up to the 5-star all-around wrestler, Eddie Knight. Anyway, we kick things off with our Hardcore Championship Open Challenge. The following match is an Extreme Rules match scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the NCW Hardcore Championship. Here we go. The adorable one making his singles debut. For weeks on end, Damian Rolando was calling out Angel Ramirez for the Intercontinental title. However, since Angel Ramirez lost the Intercontinental title, his focus has shifted to the Hardcore title. Open challenge, don't need to win a match for that, don't need to become number 1 contender, but his focus remains the same. He wants gold, but he's not going to be facing any man. He's going to be facing a destroyer. Last time we saw Damian Rolando was in that number 1 qualifying match for the Intercontinental title with Neo Titan, the eventual winner Andy Reeves, and Wonder Kid. Wonder Kid was the one who eliminated Damian Rolando from that match. But now, how does this weirdo combat the power, the aggression of the hardcore champion? Speaking of, here comes the hardcore champion. Malcolm Riley on the run of his career since NCW Rage. Three eliminations inside the elimination chamber for the hardcore title. Last eliminating El Texical. And then he's been on an absolute warpath of destruction. Wonder Kid, of course, that was the first step, but then he stepped into the ring with a icon of NCW, that being Andy Cox. But it wasn't the fact that he won, it was the fact how easy he did it. He made Andy Cox look like it was his first night on the job. But if Damian Rolando can't stop Malcolm Riley here, then what's the next step? Where do you go from there? Who can stop him? A beautiful belt for such a dangerous division. Look at that belt. Beautiful. But introducing the challenger, the adorable one, Damian Rolando. And introducing the champion again in his own zone. Getting his mind set for this match. Look at that. A game plan happening in his mind while he's stepping into the ring during the introductions. His focus remains the same until the bell gets going. And then it just turns a complete 180 into a warpath of devastation. Or maybe, just maybe, Damian Rolando can do it. After all, he could have been studying Malcolm Riley where he can't be studied. And he flies across the ring with a Hurricanrana. A quick start to the match. And now focusing on that neck region. The adorable one coming out strong. As he moves up to the second rope here. Looking, oh, diving forearm drop to the face of the champion. Like I said, Malcolm Riley couldn't prepare for somebody he doesn't know. But it looks like the champion doesn't need to prepare because this is open challenge. He just prepares for the opponent. Ooh. Look at that, Malcolm Riley looking for a weapon this early in the game. But Damian Rolando trying to come, oh, again with the sledgehammer. We've seen that back-to-back weeks, I believe. Oh, what this time used against him. The challenger just raking the spine, trying to rip the flesh off it. Malcolm Riley. Oh, gets the jaw jack there, and an enziguri to the side of the head, landing on that sledgehammer. Oh, and another enziguri cuts him down. Damian Rolando now with weapon in hand. Big shot to the spine and looking for another one. But, oh, finally used against him. As Malcolm Riley now looking for a vicious neck breaker. And now looking to twist the neck off. Looking to rip it off. Just look at the size of his hands to the head of Damian Rolando as he looks for another weapon. Last time he got a sledgehammer, what's he going to come out with this time? This time a bat. And oh, solid shot right in the back. Tried to go for the ankle. Damian Rolando able to steal the weapon and puts it down. Big mistake possibly as he got caught with the rib breaker when he had a weapon in hand. The Hardcore Championship is not for the faint of heart, and Malcolm Riley knows it. Oh, as he clubbed him in the back. Malcolm Riley just turning this match around in his favor. And look at that. Got that death grip on the shoulder. But Rolando able to stand up and fight out of it. Oh, tried for a super kick, got caught. There he goes. Oh, tried for the adorable kick again, but no. Got caught with a powerbomb the next time he tried a hurricanrana. And here we go. Flatliner. The Malcolm's end. 1, 2. Ooh, Rolando able to kick out. But Malcolm Riley got him with his best shot, the shot that put away the Wonder Kid and Andy Cox. And here we go. What's the adorable one got in mind here? Snap suplex. Leg sweep. Malcolm Riley now targeting that head, looking for the... Oh, stomping the adorable one, now bleeding. That's not going to be good for his looks as he gets locked in the camel clutch. Are we going to see a tap out? No. Able to get out. Didn't have a proper control over the arms. And here we go, snap mad takedown. Now looking to twist the neck. Yeah. When I watch that movie, even my neck gets stiff. But here we go. Adorable kick. Cover. Looking to take the hardcore title. 2. Ooh. Almost captured his first title here in NCW. However, the adorable one still has a step left. Can he get to the throne? Oh, rakes the eyes, and here he goes. Spinning heel kick to the face as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And we have a new hardcore champion and the former Damian Rolando. Look at that. Dodged the super kick, got nailed with Malcolm's end. But now the Hardcore Championship match at NCW Invincible has become one more point interesting. Now we have Malcolm Riley and El Texaco challenging for the Hardcore title against the new Hardcore champion, Damian Rolando. It was a game plan played to perfection. Any means necessary to win and become the most adorable hardcore champion. Here we go, number 1 contendership on the line. As we will see the Kings of Darkness appear in the arena once again. Last week, we saw what they did to the Street Kings. Andy Reeves tapped out Dizzle B to qualify for this opportunity. Of course, they are one member short, and that being the Manhunter, but Manhunter will be involved in the in the 30-man over the top rope battle royale for the undisputed title #1 contendership. These three men, however, looking to put their focus on something else, and that being the 6-man tag team championships. Seth Goldman, Andy Reeves, Trevor Lee White. They believe that they are the keys to destroy the unstable asylum, which is currently holding the 6-man tag team titles by hostage. Not by, but yeah, hostage. Look at that star power. Seth Goldman, a former NCW Hardcore champion, former Cruiserweight champion, former NCW Alpha Tag Team champion, looking to add the 6-man tag team titles to his resume. And look at that, the Cyborg ready to get into action. Andy Reeves, who moved on to the second round in the King of the Ring Championship tournament. But here we go. Anarchy 5. Last time we saw them, they came out alone. This time they're coming out together. That is how strong their bond needs to be to not only defeat the Street Kings, but unstable. After all, why would you want a madman, a clown, and a monster running around as your champions when you can have Anarchy ruling the tag team division? And look at these three, confident in their skills. They got Matt Wilson, the power. Hold on, I know the others. I really need to write their names down. I only know one of them. Okay, so Timothy Gates, I believe, is the one with the Corona, whatever that hairstyle is. And then the other one is... Anyway, Andy Reeves starting things off with Timothy Gates, the other one Gavin Baker. I'll learn their names eventually. But oh, big back suplex to Andy Reeves. This is not how we'd want this match to start, as Timothy Gates was starting to use his power advantage over the real deal Street Fighter tap out artist. And look at that, going right after the knee. This is classic Andy Reeves that we've seen in the past, as he makes a tag to the Cyborg, Trevor Lee White. And he's looking to go top rope, and look how fast he moves as he comes in with a double stomp to the chest. Or the abdomen region, either way effective. And this man is nowhere near a tap out artist. He is a straight destroyer. But look at that, Smart splitting the ring apart as he makes the tag. Well, look at that, sharp shots there by Trevor Lee White. And here he goes, looking, Michinoku driver. Sharp, fast, and on the point. Looking to break the spine down. Oh, as he nails the double stomp again. Didn't I put him in a... Huh. Oh, wow. Took out Malcolm Riley over the top. Oh, not Malcolm Riley. Shit. Matt Wilson. Oh, as he runs him straight into the announce table. This is the one thing I heard about Anarchy 5 is I don't remember their names. But Matt Wilson getting dominated here. Look at these sharp elbows there by the Cyborg. Kick to the midsection. Trevor Lee White now looking. Powerbomb. Look at that power. Able to lift up the big super heavyweight. Oh. And spins him around into the barricade after that powerbomb to the ring apron. Oh. And again, Matt Wilson tried to get away there, but his arm snapped. And here we go, look at that, one hand around the face and just choke slams him, or claw slams him, whatever you want to call it, effective nonetheless. As he goes for the cover, one. But look at that power of Matt Wilson, able to kick out at a 1 count from that claw slam. And now looking to terminate. Here he goes. Reverse Death Valley driver. And the Kings of Darkness looking to pick up the #1 contendership. Here we go. Oh, look at that cutter. Cuts down Timothy Gates. Gavin Baker on the outside. Didn't try to get in the ring. Malcolm Riley getting a perfect little breather here. Oh, nailing that inverted DDT. And not done with one, goes for another one. Matt Wilson, the powerhouse of the group, is being dominated here. Or was until he nailed that massive clothesline, now making a retreat. Here comes Gavin Baker to face off with the Terminator. The Cyborg, whatever you want to call him. The fact that he was able to dominate one of the biggest men in NCW is a feat on its own that deserves to be talked about. But here we go, Ice Whip into the corner. Gavin Baker on the wrong side of town. Tag made to the king of the submission style. But not to mention, oh, a striker. As he nailed the flying knee, Trevor Lee White with the enziguri. And then that Northern Light suplex. And here we go, looking to fly, springboard, crossbody. Cuts down Gavin Baker. As Timothy Gates wanted the tag. Here we go, back to their feet now. Gavin Baker Was he looking for us? Oh, thought he could have been going for a rope hung suplex, but no, decided to just hang him up on the ropes. And back into the corner we goes. Oh, and a massive chop to the chest. Gavin Baker goes down. And back in the corner we go. And another chop. He's going to light him up. He's going to turn that chest red. With his blood tattooed on Andy Reid's chest. There's going to be blood across the chest of Gavin Baker if he kept those chops up. But that air raid neck breaker able to put Gavin Baker down at least momentarily as he gets him up on the shoulders now. And oh, tried for the, I think he may have been going for a gutbuster or a flapjack, but got caught. And now this is where things get dangerous when you're in the ring with Andy Reeves, as he's looking for that knee bar. He has tapped out everyone who has gotten in the ring with him. Gavin Baker may be the next one. And if he locks that in on any members of the Unstable, we may be looking at the next, or the new six-man tag team champions. Look at that one-handed claw slam. Anarchy 5, as good as they were, the Kings of Darkness just absolutely dominated tonight. Look at that reverse Death Valley driver. The tag team moves. That power of Andy Reeves. And then this is what the submission expert does best. That knee bar. And Gavin Baker had to tap out. Whatever Seth Goldman was thinking the second he and DJ Young split up, it has been successful thus far. No one can stop the Kings of Darkness. But we may find an answer to that question. Or can anyone stop them? Unstable may be the ones. But until until Invincible, they are unstoppable. Here we go, first ever encounter between the Japanese destroyer Kajiri, former NCW Hardcore Champion, defeated Kaz to enter the United States, no, it was Bruce Coleman, to enter the United States Championship Elimination Chamber. However, unsuccessful on that night. Kajiri now focused on that #1 contenders battle royale for the undisputed title. But he will be facing a former two-time NCW world champion for the very first time in the form of King Gutta. And Gutta bringing, looks like, new ring gear. Gutta looking ready to become #1 contender again for the undisputed title. Remember how he won the first world title, how he contended for that world title, was he won a 30-man over the top rope battle royale. And from there on, he changed history, where he became the main eventer, defeating Kenny Omega to win his first NCW World Championship. And then went on to, and then after he lost the title the very next night, he defeated Aaron Crimson inside Hell in a Cell. King Gutta would like to get back into that situation where he can challenge a champion, whether it be Okada or Eddie Knight. He wants to fight on one-on-one with the title on the line. No triple threats, no fatal four-ways, no elimination chambers, just one man versus another man. for the top prize. But here goes Kajiri with a neck breaker. King Gutta able to bring down Kajiri with that double leg sweep. Now here we go. Oh, big elbow across the jaw. Kajiri not playing around. He wants to show the world what he and the rest of our Rising has to offer. After all, they do have the Cruiserweight Championship in their rankings. But here we go. Irish whip off the ropes now. Oh, and a bicycle kick to the face. Cover. One. But easy kick out there by the Triple Crown champion. Intercontinental gold, tag team gold, and world championship gold. As Kajiri nails the powerbomb. Look at that, showing a world of pain. Here we go. Oh, elbow drop. That's Kajiri showing off here. King Gutta doesn't know what hit him. And here we go, locks in the dragon. But no, King Gutta able to reach out for that rope break as soon as Kajiri locked it on. And here we go, looking, snake eyes. And down goes Gutta. This has been all Kajiri, but Gutta may come back. And here we go, sling blade. Drops the elbow. Gutta looks more fired up than ever after that elimination chamber. And here he goes. Corkscrew senton, but no. Oh, got caught and got nailed with that neck breaker again. Kajiri targeting that neck region. We've seen him in the past with Bruce Coleman. But an Insiguri there by King Gutta. First ever NCW Omega Tag Team Champions. First ever NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Defeating DJ Young and Seth Goldman to unify the belts. Oh, look at that, able to shove him off. Oh! Caught him with a second strike. Shot to the back of the head. Was Kajiri got in mind here? Looking for a straight jacket powerbomb. As he nails Gutta. Kajiri going top rope. What's he thinking here? Moonsault stomp. And that could be it. Kajiri could be picking up the victory. 1, 2. No, Gutta able to kick out. I'm not sure if the referee was counting slow there, but this match continues. Kajiri rolling senton over the top rope. This has been about 95% Kajiri as he's looking for the knee strike across the side of the head. Gutta doesn't know where he is. Like, able to have the well-aware to reverse the slam. Oh, big forearm there. Look at what's he looking for? Looking for the single arm brain buster. A move he was using a lot in season 1. The move that took him to the top of the world. Oh, what's he got? Oh, counter. Kajiri now rolls him over. Looking for the leg trap, arm trap STO. Is Gutta gonna tap? Nowhere to go. Oh, but able to reverse it. Able to roll out. Smart of the former world champion. But the former hardcore champ. Oh, got countered. Here we go, up on the shoulders. Fireman's carry. Off the ropes. Elbow. A fireman's carry out of nowhere. As Gutta now looking for some charged up 450 splash as he hooks the leg. One. Only a 1 count. You saw Gutta hold his ribs. That's what happens when you try to attack the midsection of Kajiri, because he is solid as stone. But here we go, looking to hook the arm again, looking for that single arm brainbuster. Oh, but look at that sharp elbow to the midsection. Kajiri again, neck breaker. But here we go, able to fight out of it. Shoulder barge takedown. Oh, kicked him away. Kajiri, smart. Doesn't want to be in the grasp of King Gutta for too long. Oh, tried for a chop. Gutta able to roll out of it, but walked right back into the kick and a fireman's carry takedown. Here he goes. Looking for that powerbomb cutter. And that could be it. Goes for the cover. Will he pick up the victory? 1, 2, 3. No. When the referee's hand comes down, Kajiri's shoulder goes up. And that was only a 2 count. As he tries for a desperate moonsault. No connection. And now Kajiri looking to end it. And here he goes. Brainbuster, that's how it's done in Japan. And it looks to end the match. 2, 3. Gotta put up a valiant effort to the end of the match, but the strong style of Kajiri just too much for the former world champion. Look at that, powerbomb into the cutter. But Kajiri with that Japanese style brainbuster right on the top of Gutta's head was the deciding factor as Kajiri stands tall tonight, continuing his reign of dominance.